We got a developing situation from the New York Jets yet again. Aaron Rodgers now calling out his own teammates. Plus, Garrett Wilson has had enough as we roll immediately. Presented by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Go to budschicken.com. Take a look at this from Jets reporter Connor Hughes. The numbers do not lie. It is the longest playoff drought in all the sports, not just football. No winning season since 2015. And by the way, the worst record of the NFL since 2017. Meanwhile, SNY's Connor Rodgers says the Jets have a decision to make. Look at this.
The Jets need to figure out, do you want the one-year legacy running up records and stats year with them, or do you want the nucleus of this team to stay intact? I know the answer that I'm picking. I'm taking Garrett Wilson 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, and then Rodgers continues, Wilson has had enough. Listen to this.
And I'm just going to be honest, as long as Rodgers and Devontae Adams are here, it's not going to get any better. Like, the Jets need to find a different nucleus to fix this problem, and that's a conversation they have to have with Garrett Wilson as well, because I just think he's seen enough.
But wait, because Garrett Wilson actually said it. Presented by X Golf. Go to X Golf WPB on Instagram. Garrett Wilson, after the game, being asked why he wasn't involved. Listen to this. It's crazy. Wow. That's awkward.
I don't know. To be honest with you, man, I don't know.
And then Garrett Wilson actually calling out Aaron Rodgers. Listen to this.
I would love to be involved, love to make an impact on the game, but people see it differently than that's outside of my control.
Meanwhile, former Jet Damian Woody actually has a theory. Look at this. Woody says it's almost like the Jets want him to force the breakup. Meanwhile, ML Football says he's not doing well. He actually put this on Instagram. Take a look. That's what Garrett Wilson posted and then took down, and that is a bad look. But wait, because Aaron Rodgers is now calling out his own teammates. Presented by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Go to slbt.com. Aaron Rodgers actually calling out Garrett Wilson and other members of this team. Listen to this. It's crazy.
We got to figure out what it means to be a professional.
Yeah, and then Rodgers calling out everybody other than himself to finish out this season. Listen to this.
For the last 2 weeks, we can really see who's on board moving forward.
Whoa.
And who is ready to get out.
Meanwhile, Sauce Gardner might be one of those who does want out. Look at this. The ... A shot at the Jets. Not good. But wait, because Garrett Wilson may have just given us the clearest indication yet that he does want out. Presented by Twin Peaks, your UFC fight headquarters. First, though, take a quick look at this from Bart Scott, who says, be careful what you wish for. Look at this.
Be careful what you wish for. I mean, sometimes the dream of being with one of your heroes sounds good in theory, but then when they come, it takes it away. Because you're saying, hey, you were supposed to come here to help me. Not for me to be a decoy for you, not for you to play buddy ball. Like, I was supposed to be the clear number one. Where's my number one targets?
Meanwhile, Jets reporter Rich Cimini tweeting this out during the game. It might explain things. Look. Cimini implies that the issue on the sideline last week might be why he wasn't getting targeted early Sunday. Yeah, and then you've got Garrett Wilson being asked about his former OC, Mike LaFleur. Watch the change of expression. Watch the joy that you see in his face when he talks about the guy who used to be his OC. This is crazy. Look.
Love him, man, and I obviously my rookie year. Looking back on it, man, it was a special time, and I might have took it for granted, but I love him.
Yeah, and then this. Did Rodgers figure out when they did not call the timeout, the Jets were actually tanking? And that would be the reason why they didn't call the timeouts, because they weren't trying to actually win. Meanwhile, look at this history. The Jets. Only the Jets. Unbelievable. The question is on the board. Question. What must the Jets do now with Garrett Wilson? Well, he's the future, or at least he was supposed to be. This 1 year thing, this 2 year thing, this Devontae Adams, as you heard earlier, Bart Scott talk, it's got to end. Rodgers can't come back. Adams can't come back. You got your guys. They're Garner and they are Wilson. That's your future. That's your core. That's your nucleus. You got to build around them. You're going to make them happy. You're going to explain to them that in 2 weeks, this will all be over and we'll get back to business, but we'll try and do it the right way by building it the right way. Garrett Wilson's got to stay. That's the Jets' future. Any other play is doing it wrong. But being the Jets would make a whole lot of sense if that were the case now, wouldn't it? Hit like, hit subscribe, comment. I've replied to all comments. And remember, while every day above ground is a good day, some are just more questionable than others.